Hi, Capricorn. How are we feeling? The Eight of Pentacles. Working hard on mastering something. You could be a little bit tired right now and asking yourself, is this the mountain that I want to climb? Or maybe you are dealing with a few different options where it's like you're looking at how something could play out over time and what that would really mean. The progression of things. It feels like, Capricorn, that you are at a particular point where you're able to see the trajectory of the choices that you're making if you tune into it. Now, this requires some stillness, okay? And as I was getting ready to turn on the camera, I had this feeling like I'm not sure if I'm ready to do this reading, but it's kind of like at a point where the energy needs to flow. And I was like, that's kind of how Capricorn's energy feels. It's like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. Okay. And then as I was about to turn on the camera, I accidentally pressed play on my meditation that I typically try to do every day. And it started playing. It's like Capricorn really needs to slow down. Okay, slow down. If you're not already slowed down, you might already be. That was like actually the first note that I got for you a couple of days ago when I was tuning into your energy. And there's a lot here. Yeah, slower for you, Capricorn. So, Capricorn, I did pull some cards and to get into the energy. And those cards are the Wolf with, yes, the Mountain. Those were the first two, okay? And these two cards by themselves have pretty big messages, and then you combine them with the cards from this other deck, because these are from 3 different decks. It's kind of like the way the pictures are playing together here makes a really rather complex message. Okay, so it feels like this is a big deal, whatever is being acted upon right now, and like assessing how you're looking at the methodology around which you make certain decisions. Right, like I am at a fork in the road, and what the hell am I gonna do? That's kind of what it feels like. This wolf energy is reminding you of your animal nature. Okay. The animal nature that has no social constructs of what it means to be a wolf. It just instinctually knows what a wolf does, what it desires, and how to survive. And there's something about getting really simple here. Like the core of your desire, what do you think about the most as far as like, I really would like that to happen, even if you're denying it of yourself, like psychologically, for example, like, oh, that's never something that could happen, right? But it actually is. Like, you have the power here, Capricorn. And yeah, there's so much to this message, and there's so many synchronicities that have happened since I pulled these cards and was meditating on it. It's like I want to share it all with you, but I know most people want to see the cards maybe a little bit faster than not. Just get into the message, get into the spread. But my my guides are my guides are encouraging me to tell you that you have a pack around you. Perhaps it's like a sisterhood or a brotherhood, okay? A little bit of both. And you're all kind of lone wolves, maybe you spread out, but it's like you have this way of communicating across the miles, across the grid, with a sort of echolocation that's happening. There's something about sound and the way sound is carrying right now. But you're not alone, even as you are a wolf, even as you are trying to decide where this wolf wants to go next, okay? And you have others around you who are like you. Even if they're not there with you physically, they're there with you spiritually, okay? And then I'm not going to go into this too much, but for some of you, you might be interested in researching the Vedic Mula Nakshatra. Okay? Mula or Moola, depending on how you want to spell it. But you might find some intriguing information that explains certain things to you. Okay, so that won't be for all of you. But yeah, Capricorn, we're talking about returning to stillness, returning to your animal nature, forgetting about what everybody else is doing, what everybody else might want. Okay, there is something in you that's like, I crave this thing. I crave this. And maybe you don't know what that is exactly, but there's a way for you to find out. For example, I just took a pretty long road trip, and on that trip I had several different kinds of experiences, like where I stayed in very different places overnight. And some of them, like I stayed in a theme room hotel. It was pretty cool, but I was like, the times when I really enjoyed the most were really simple. It was like when it was just me and my cats, like in the woods, parked next to the Grand Canyon. And I think about just how simple that is and how far back we can strip away. A lot of constructs to give us a clearer insight, okay? So the wolf and the mountain. Do I want to climb this mountain? Whatever that is, whatever this large endeavor that you have in front of you is, or options. The truth is that the wolf knows what he wants, or she wants, on some deep level. Maybe not all the details or how it's going to play out exactly, but there is something that this wolf craves. It's going to be different for each of you, I suspect. But there's something that in a sea of opportunities or supposed opportunities where you're trying to make all these choices, there is a common thread that guides you. So it's about first tuning into that. There's the sense here at Capricorn that things are about to change in a very important way. Like this choice really matters, Like whatever you do here is setting the tone for everything else, which no pressure, right? That's what it's feeling like here. And so there's something about, yes, we are trying to figure out if we want to climb this mountain. and all of the things that that's going to entail day to day. But there's something as well about seeing a bigger picture at the same time, which is kind of irritating because it's like, go after your animal instinct. The wolf doesn't know where exactly what's going to happen, but it knows what it wants. But then it's also like telling you that you have to see something else that is more of a big picture. Like you're asking a wolf to see the big picture of its life. You think a wolf can do that? Do you think the wolf has an instinctive understanding of the cycle of life and death? How can it not? How can it not? It's a wild animal. And so, does that change what the wolf is doing? Does he just decide that since this ends someday that he's not going to do what makes him happy now? Okay. Right. Okay. So even as he knows about the cycles of life and death, he still does that which makes him happy now. That gives him more opportunities to enjoy what he is craving now. So that's the thing. The wolf isn't seeing their life in terms of how anybody else thinks it should play out. But it's looking first through its own perspective of its instinct, of what it knows it must have. And everything that is not that, everything that is not, that is not fitting the frequency, that everything that annoys us, everything that chafes us, everything that makes us a little touchy, right? Those are our teachers. And everything is as it should be. And so we wait because we know that we already have the answer here in our heart. Okay. Let's see if I can hold all these cards up at once. The Mountain, Deja Vu, Prism, and Teachers. See, what's cool about this is there are 2 rainbows on these cards, and notice how the green on Deja Vu, it plays into the top of the mountain. Just to show you the energies that I was working with as I was writing down myriad messages. Wow, the Prism card just went spinning around. Yeah, it's like you're looking at things from many angles, okay? Looking at things from many angles. Like, I just feel like you're examining things to such a depth right now. Learning how to see, right? Learning how to see the world in a new way. So, there's something I wrote here about somebody projecting info at you, but it's not the whole story, not at all. And using it to try to cause fear. Don't take it to heart. It's not the whole story. You have access to the story. You instinctually know it. Okay? Do not let them take you off the scent. So there are outside energies that could be trying to distract you from something that is actually quite important right now. Okay? Notice when you're feeling fearful and panicking. The modern war is a war on your mind, a war for your attention. And it feeds off of fear and panic. So, right. Tune into your animal nature. Your animal nature knows what a real threat is, and your animal nature knows when to act. There is something coming here, Capricorn. This deja vu, it's like I've been in something similar before. There's some insight that you get before things seem to dramatically change. Okay? There's a warning here, okay, that this is a similar choice point to one that you faced in the past. The mountain, deja vu. It's like, okay, so someone could be trying to project their own dream onto the top of your mountain. And it's really important that you are able to see the full picture, okay, of what that entails to decide if you actually want that. All right. I'm just looking over my notes to see if there's anything else here that I want to tell you before we do the spread. 18 minutes in. Okay. There's something here about cake donuts, perhaps. Okay. There's a sense here of wanting to pull something up by the roots. But when you pull it up by the roots, it's like I'm seeing you look into the hole and it's just a void. Okay. Okay, so before we get into the spread, I just want to read this one mantra. It's from the book around deja vu. It says, I trust the invisible whispers which offer guidance on my path. I choose to merge with the timeline that is meant to serve my highest good. I trust the invisible whispers which offer guidance on my path. I choose to merge with the timeline that is meant to serve my highest good. Okay. If you're still here. Right. We are going to pull 8 cards, okay, to see what is happening here for you, dear Capricorn. Any Capricorn placement, you don't have to be a Capricorn sun, moon, or rising. This is for literally any Capricorn placement that you have. Okay. All right, spirit guides. In truth and in love for the highest good of all. There could be the feeling of like needing to race towards something. Or wait. Okay. All right, wow. In the energy of the dragon, we see the self behind the self. And even as I'm saying that, I'm seeing the reflection of this card in the phone recording device. So yeah, it's like seeing behind something, seeing behind a veil, seeing the heart of your desire. Ooh, whale. There's some deep emotions here that are beneath this. Okay. Show me where we're going. Where are we going, Capricorn? Where are we going? Oh, okay. It was this way, so running away from the Three of Swords. All right. Where are we going, Capricorn? Running towards it, running away from it? Okay. Like a wolf running from... What would a wolf run from? A bear? I don't know. A hunter? Running towards the edge of a cliff? Okay. Alrighty. This feels invigorating. There's something here that is very much like maybe literally putting you into fight or flight, right? Where you're in survival mode. Okay. Show me Capricorn. The Nine of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles. The Sun. Ten of Wands. Seven of Cups. The Moon. Interesting. Ace of Wands, back of deck. Eight of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Oh yeah, one more thing. You have protection, Moon and Aries for your focus. I think that came through for Sagittarius as well. Yeah, Sun in Sagittarius is on the back of the deck, with Mercury in Sagittarius and Jupiter behind that. Jupiter in Cancer. So there's a lot of Sag energy here, as well as lunar energy and Cancer, Aries. Protection. Protecting your pack, protecting your vitality. Okay. So there is a sense of fear and anxiety and nightmares that is sort of driving things here. Yeah, there is a fear here that is driving things. A fear is driving things. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't feel easy. Okay. Fear's driving the car. Or we're afraid, and so we feel like we have to do something. Where this is going, it's not that it looks bad, it's just like it's a mixed bag for sure. Okay, so I think like I want to go kind of card by card and clarify, because there's just too much here that seems like yeah. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, so let's see. Three of Swords. Pain motivates. Okay. That's what we're seeing here. If somebody motivated by pain, maybe that's you, you know? We're either motivated by pain or by desire, generally. Six of Swords. And a desire to feel better, to get to a better place. A desire to move on from something, to be done with a particular feeling. Okay. Now, where you've been in the past here with the Knight of Pentacles is like you've put a lot of effort into something. Maybe you're just a hard worker in general, or you tend to your health very particularly. Okay, there's just something here about being very methodical and working really in a dedicated fashion in order to accomplish something. Well, the Six of Pentacles. Having enough to share. Like building your way up. Being generous with others. Knight of Pentacles, to clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, being like steadfast and loyal. You could have learned lessons around being steadfast and loyal to like who's the right person to be that way with versus who maybe not so much. Who you cannot rely on. Okay, you've learned lessons around work and value and reciprocity, it feels like. Yeah, the sun with judgment. Okay, Spirit's like, move on to the next card because the next card is the sun. Spirit's like, quit talking about all that. We want to talk about this. All right, so where you're heading here with the sun is like the sun. Okay. Yeah, I drew skims on these because YouTube doesn't like illustrated nudity, so thanks, Skims. Not sponsored. There's something here that's illuminated. Like, illuminated about what? Illuminated. Illumination, creation, feeling like you're getting your vitamin D, okay? Whatever that means to you. 6 of Wands on the back of the deck. Okay, maybe you're getting some spotlight. Maybe you're getting some attention. All right, the Chariot behind that, the Hermit, the King of Swords. You're a man or a woman with a plan. Yeah? Okay. Tell me about the sun. Oh, the World. Look at that. Maybe you want to travel. Right? Be a nomadic, like a wolf pack, like a wolf. Show me this, please. The Devil landed on the Knight of Pentacles. What? The Sun and the Devil? The Sun Devil? Ooh, that's relevant. I wanted to look that up because I kept seeing it. Sun Devil, which is Capricorn. Maybe you're going to be a Sun Devil. Maybe you are going to move somewhere warm. Okay. Sun with the Devil? What is this? The 4 of Wands. Okay, so whatever this is up front. Okay, up front. Whatever this is up front. Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands, Strength card. Wow. So we have something here that looks rather promising and exciting. A little bit edgy even. Yeah, there's something a little edgy about whatever it is you're doing. Like, I don't know if, anyway. Okay. Yeah, that's not, okay. Anything else this year you want to say about that? The Wheel of Fortune, Temperance, and an 8 of Wands. There is movement coming, even if it looks slow right now. This is something destined here. Okay, that is destined to move forward. Something here is destined to move forward. All right, and it is linked to, right? Remember we said like your true desires. And that's what's happening. You're getting your true desires. So all this worrying about the path, it's like somebody is being driven forward by fear, okay? But it's like it's going this way. It's supposed to go this way, is what I want to say. It's supposed to go this way, okay? Show me the 10 of Wands. The Sun and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And the Ace of Pentacles. We're getting repeated cards, so that means that these are very relevant energies. Like we have the Sun out now 3 times, because this is a double-decker Rider-Waite, and the Wheel of Fortune out now twice. So in order to do this, to accomplish this creative, just like, right, your Sun Devil, whatever you're getting into, it looks like it takes a lot of energy. 10 of Wands, the Sun, the Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles. They can happen quickly, but it still takes a lot of oomph. All right, this is Jupiter energy, so you kind of have to use your Jupiter expansiveness and like optimism in order to push forward, I would say. Okay, like keep being to keep being guided by your instincts, even when things are physically exhausting. There's something about tuning into your why here that is going to be relevant. Tuning into like why you're excited to do what you're doing. Okay. Like, why am I excited? Like, when you're in the midst of the most difficult part of this, your job here is to remind yourself why you're so excited. Because that will pull you through the most insurmountable obstacle, seemingly insurmountable. Okay. Hi, Muffin. I tell you what, this is the snuggliest little cat. But he's a Gemini, so he also won't stay for long. But while he's there, man, his snuggles are just top shelf. Right, Ramsey? Right, he knows how. Okay. So, yeah, that is key for you. Remember why you're excited to do what it is Remember why you're excited to do what it is that you are doing and working so hard for. Animal instinct. Why am I excited? Okay. 7 of Cups. Seven of Cups again. I cannot make it out. Look at that. 7 of Cups clarifying the 7 of Cups. We have the Page of Cups and we have the Temperance card. So there's a ton of options here, and what this is looking like is you're going to have the opportunity to sort of like sit with each of them to see how like they feel. This feels like you're having a lot of different options, but you're not being rushed into something. So that's amazing. It's like I can take my time looking at each of these cups, making sure they don't have a snake in them, for example. I can sit here and like, you know, maybe it's like observe, do I want to work with this person? Like, do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? It's kind of like the sense here that you really get to have a decision-making process that you're pleased with, that doesn't make you feel or like have to question your decision-making. Okay. Okay. So, tell me about this. Moon energy. Moon. Tell me about the moon. Okay, the Queen of Swords, the 5 of Wands, the 3 of Wands. And as I was shuffling out, I was looking back at this protection card because I did not clarify that for you. Oop, there's a naked baby, but there's no private parts, so excuse me. Yeah, there's like protection from something, some force you're focused on. Well, Moon in Aries is also doing whatever you want, right? Okay, so me. I need to protect myself, okay, or protect others. Okay, because I feel like there's something that could be going on here with where we're ending up, which is the moon. Clarified by the Queen of Swords, 5 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Yeah, there's something here about going into an unknown, a little bit of a maybe a new sort of scenario here. Queen of Swords with the 5 of Wands. It feels like she's adjudicating some sort of fight. What is that? It's like she's like watching this brawl happen in front of her. Waiting to see who is the winner, okay, or not. It doesn't feel so much like there's even an actual real competition with anybody who's going to be a winner or a loser, but there's this feeling of like waiting for some kind of a okay. It feels like maybe laying low a bit until you feel as though all this aggressive energy that's going through the collective right now, feeling like it's died down a bit. Okay. Yeah, protection. It's kind of like, yeah, there's this sense of like, I want to keep myself protected from whatever these aggressive and evil ass forces are around me. Right. Okay, so that's what you're doing, and you're not having to rush. You're just kind of like, it feels like you're waiting things out so that you can take actions that are in alignment, right? Actions that are in alignment and also feel right. Okay, Seven of Cups, Page of Cups, Temperance. They feel right. Making decisions that feel right. Yeah, there is a sense here of maybe wanting protection from some sort of fight that is going on around your life, or this could be, on a governmental level, or this could be just like people in your life fighting. I don't know. I don't hang out with people that I have to fight with. So hopefully that's not you, but we all have different situations. So sometimes you can't get away from it necessarily all the time. So I respect where each of you is at. Okay, but it looks like where this is going is somewhere really nice. I just want to know a little, do I dare ask a little bit more about, do I dare? Queen of Swords, Five of Wands, Three of Wands. The Lovers. Okay. Okay, there's some sort of like waiting on an outcome and it's unknown. But everything is working out for you. Your path ahead has some success on it for sure. Yeah, it feels like you're still waiting on something. Okay, so there could be several different things going on around you. The Sun. The Sun. It's going to be a lot of work. Okay, but you're meant to do it. It doesn't even have to be something edgy, like I said. I'm just getting this more of so of like being very focused on something here that you want to create. And that it's going to feel right. What you want is going to feel right. I feel like Capricorn, even with all the convoluted messages maybe that I've delivered, I feel like your choices will feel right. And that's what you need to know. The choices you make will feel right. Okay. The choices you make will feel right. Anything else, Spirit? The Nine of Pentacles. The King of Wands. The Four of Pentacles. The Nine of Wands. The Five of Cups. Reversed? Reversed? The King of Cups. Reversed. Okay, I'm noticing a lot of pentacles up top with wands, and then we have these cups that fell over to the side. So what is that about? There could be somebody in your life who is really fiery and I don't know, it's like they're very much financially focused or driven. And something about this person, It could be feeling like it's hard to understand or like get through to, or there's just like this person has a lot of triggers around emotions, it feels like. Something like that. Okay, what do you want us to know about this? The Strength card. Animal nature. That's my cue, right? Your animal nature, knowing how to work with it, how to both use it as a tool to help you move through life, but also knowing how to respond to those that you encounter who are also animals. Okay, that's what I have for you. Take care. Bye.